He just kicked your ass. And do you know how? By not falling victim, not giving into anger, having the discipline to remain calm, cool, collected, keep firing back when he could, and not be trolled into jail, despite your very best efforts. You people, the state, have been so abusive, now the educated classes are getting tangled in. And they don't fall to your typical tricks and games because they're bright enough and disciplined enough to see the big picture. They know exactly what's going on here. This is politics. This is not a courtroom, and it's certainly not a public one. And he can't even record to remember everything was said. He has to go off of memory and off of your edited audio video that costs money and will take a couple months to get after the trial. These impositions cause harm that are irreparable. And if they're not addressed immediately, permanent damage is done that can't be undone. Federal lawsuit. And your kids are going to find this out. Your family's going to find this out. Hello, YouTube. Cop Watch Hawaii here with another court commentary. This one from our hero, a week after the previous hearing. This is the same guy that, I did that one with 9 parts to it. So, this is with Judge Johnston. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. Judgy Johnston. Let's see what we can do with you.
And Your Honor, I will preface this part of the hearing with the same thing as the last time, and that is to say that as an officer of the court,
this is the prosecutor, Tattletale. It's so funny.
I believe that these hearings have been recorded and placed on YouTube. And I objection. Maybe there's no basis for an objection right now.
There's no basis for an objection right now.
So let it.
Well, there could be a basis for an objection if he's allowing the prosecutor to make unsubstantiated claims that potentially harm with a criminal charge for recording in the courtroom, absent any evidence, Judge Johnston. Duh. There's no reason to object? The prosecutor just sat up and said, oh, I think he's recording it. And he did it last time, too. A week ago. Oh, I think he's recording it. Oh, I'm an officer of the court. It's my duty to blah. I'm a tattletale, narc little...
As I said, Your Honor, as an officer of the court, I feel always it's my duty to let the court know that potentially these supplemental rules of UTCR were being violated such, and I believe that either Mr. Estabrook or associate police were recording the hearings and placing them on YouTube, and I brought that to the court's attention just so the court could be aware of that and do with that information what it will, whether it was permit that or disallow it. But that's the same information at this time that I'm conveying to the court.
No, he's not doing it full. What, do you think he's the only person interested in the quote-unquote case? You guys are abusing the hell out of anybody who calls bullshit on your religion. And you're gonna pay the consequences in public humiliation. So get used to it. Welcome to the 21st century. We can record you by any means, through anyone. I can do it virtually. Do you understand? You can put something, plant it smaller than a penny, and you're live streamed. It's just a matter of equipment, sir. Your days of secrecy are over. The only people you let record in your courtroom are corporate media because you have control over them. They support the state. This is goddamn 2 steps away from Nazi Germany. History tells us if you want to know who rules over you, just look at who you can't criticize. And in the 21st century, that's translated to who you can't film, who you can't record. Let me spell it out for you, Judge Johnston. You have no problem accepting uninformed guilty pleas, and you know it. Alright? You force men and women to go through hearings without even so much as an audio recorder. You force the quote-unquote defendants to attend their hearings without even so much as a digital audio recorder, never mind a video camera. How are they supposed to prepare? They're going up against people who have been to law school, professional, manipulator, college, lawyers, and judges like you. So there's my cutesy little welcome message for you, Judgy. Let's get this party started.
Thank you very much. I understand that there's an individual who came to court today with the intent of recording these proceedings. If you are in fact recording these proceedings, you are in contempt, and I will hold you in contempt, and it's likely you will end up going to jail.
Oh, if you're recording these proceedings, I will hold you in contempt, and you will go to jail. Why? I can walk into a cop shop and record, and nobody threatens to put me in jail. I can go in front of the mayor's office and ask to speak to him with a camera, and nobody throws me in jail. I can go in front of my local city or county council or the state legislature with a recording camera, and nobody threatens to throw me in jail. But when you go to a judge, oh, it can't be exposing the hustle in the judicial branch. Oh no. That's where the manipulation soup gets really thick. Right? Really thick and funky. You can't be having that. Well, too bad. It's just a matter of time. It's inevitable. Your entire career field is bound to end in ruin and shame. And I love relishing in that truth, because that's what it is, fool.
Today. Is there anyone who misunderstands that?
I misunderstand it, Judge Johnston of Oregon. How about that? I misunderstand it big time, because you're forcing people to go to hearings where they're threatened with fines and violence and jail against lawyers and judges, and you won't even let them record it with an audio recorder so that they can prepare for the next one and know what you said in the previous one so that they can help prepare themselves. Oh no, you won't even let that. Why? Because it's a way for you to apply pressure for them to get a lawyer. So they have to rely on the lawyer for the memory of the hearing and for the preparation of the hearing. Oh no, you can't allow recordings in there. This country's authority falls, Judge Johnston, and your authority falls with it. And the internet is permanent, motherfucker. You know what that means? Your face and name are on there forever. Forever.
Sir, are you recording this?
If you just asked him, sir, are you recording this? You know what that is? A step away from jail. A crime. You know what's supposed to happen in situations like that in this country? In this, whatever you can call it that. The right to remain silent. And the notification of that. You're now violating that entirely. The intent and spirit behind that was to let people know who are not aware that they're one question away from jail, that they have the right to be quiet and not go to jail. And you don't tell the defendant that. You just ask him. What are you, above a cop? Are you above the Fifth Amendment? Are you above a Miranda right notification? You can just ask whatever you want. You just threatened him with jail, and then you asked him. And if he says anything like yes, you're going to throw him in jail. And you think that that's justice and that you play a part in it?
No, Your Honor, I was the one that requested recording. My phone's off and I don't have the camera on me.
Thank you.
I think making allegations is way out.
Just sit down, please, sir. You're not a party to any of what's going on today, sir.
Well, then sit down, sir. You're not a party of anything that's going on here today. So apparently, the judge was asking a friend of our hero who came into the courtroom, and so he even asked him too out of the peanut gallery. Are you recording? Oh, maybe if it's not the defendant, maybe it's you. We're gonna charge you. You get what I'm saying? But Judge, you can't. You're never gonna be able to just grab them and search them. You're never gonna be able to grab and search everybody in that room. And because people are willing to volunteer, if they're compensated in ways that don't include cash of any kind, People like me can do whatever they want anywhere in your courtrooms. We can record anything if we want to. If we want to. Or maybe we could just pay somebody in some form of compensation who works for you. Who works for you. And they don't like you or the courts. Maybe they're disgruntled. Maybe they got passed up for promotion. Maybe you treat them like. And they're more than happy to pass along the recordings. And then we just overlay some static to it to hide their identity and the fact that it came from them. If you're speaking and words are coming out of your mouth, it can be recorded. And this is supposed to be a public hearing. And we have a right, because we can do whatever we want without causing harm to anyone else, and this doesn't qualify even though you would disagree, to film in public.
All right. And Jonas, according to further information about the reason that the city has that ability and wanted to share that information on the authorities, there's a YouTube channel under Mr. name.
Jeez, they're still after the YouTube channel. Damn. They haven't even started the hearing yet. It's 2 minutes in.
Robbie, and it posts the arraignment and other such issues, and in the comments thread, that same person under the username Robbie is discussing proceedings as they've been developing and ongoing, and therefore I thought as an officer of the court I should inform the court of that information regarding potential violations of the S proceedings.
What a narc little...
I'm not asking that.
You have no problem making wild accusations absent evidence of anything, really.
Do you propose any proceedings on this court?
No.
All right, we have that on the record.
All right, we have that on the record. So what he's saying is, if we catch you in the future, that's an additional charge of perjury. I could record your house if I wanted to. I could put a bug outside your window if I wanted to. Of course, that's a federal crime, so I would never do that. But I could. And when I say I, let me just make that an internet I. The internet is talking. I could do it. It's not that hard. Do you know what a remote-controlled drone is? You might want to look up those capabilities too.
If subsequently turns out that they might find out that in fact you did, then perhaps the tenor of this case will get a little bit hotter for you, sir.
Oh, the temperature of this case will get a little bit hotter for you, sir. Cute. What kind of threat is that? Oh, the temperature of this room will get a little bit hotter for you, sir. What do you practice that in the mirror? You practice lines to threaten people in the mirror? Oh, I bet that one's a good one. Oh, yeah, let's see. The temperature in the room will get hotter for you, sir. Yeah, that'll scare him. Yeah, I'll use that one. Yeah.
What are we doing here today? We're here on community court, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor. And Judge Gaston's last order reflects that Mr. was to make an election regarding community court or to schedule the case for trial.
All right.
So the previous Judge Gaston, the prosecutor said, just scheduled this for trial.
What would you like to do with?
Well, I'm attempting to...
I know what you're attempting to do. I'm asking you a question. What do you want to do?
That is a tactic to anger and troll you. Do not fall for it. This judge just used it. Now he's trying to troll you into anger so that he can find him in contempt. Okay? For him to say, what do you want to do? And then the defendant says, well, what I'm trying to do or whatever. And then, well, I didn't ask you that. I'm asking you what you're going to do. Is ridiculous.
going to resolve this today.
All right. So, you'd like to participate in the community court program, is that correct?
What's a community court? Please don't use words that aren't standardized everywhere. If you're going to use a different court, then you need to show me the rules that govern the proceedings of this community court. And how are they different from any other criminal or civil court? By the way, which one is this?
Those are your only options.
Those are your only options? Really? Is that an opinion? You would just really hope that's his only options, but they're not. They're not at all.
Right now,
That's your only option right now.
right now you keep interrupting me and I'm not sure what I
I'm
want
giving
to
you your
say.
options, sir. I'm trying to confirm. That's all. How do you proceed, sir?